ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 5:30. Now, breaking news.
And we do begin with breaking news. One person dead from a shooting in southeast Houston. This is a live picture of the scene on Telephone Road just north of the Beltway. Police tell us 3 people were shot during a family disturbance. This happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon. One has died. The other 2 are at a hospital. One person is in custody. We're gathering more information there at the scene, and we'll bring you any updates on ABC13.com and tonight on Eyewitness News at 10. Well, we've learned more about the crash that killed 3 valet workers in West Houston Friday night. Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Abrams. We do appreciate you being with us on this Sunday. Police tell us a driver lost control while fleeing from police and hit the 3 valet workers who were walking on Fairdale Lane near the sports bar where they work. We spoke with a family of one of the victims last night, and today another family stepped forward. ABC 13 reporter ROXIE Bustamante is live with their story. ROXIE, this is heartbreaking.
Tom, it is. When you see this family, you can see that they are grieving. And Eric Orduña's family, they just want answers. Now, the road where this happened, we know that is very narrow. In fact, we're not live from that area because we felt that it was not safe. Drivers were driving really fast down that road. It was heavily trafficked, and we didn't feel like there was enough room for us to stand. Now, you can only imagine what those workers see on a regular basis. Now, the 2 families whom I've talked to, they both tell me that this could have all been prevented, and they want to see change.
I don't know what possessed me to turn on the TV and turn on the news. And then I saw valet workers, and I thought, I was like, I think that might be my brother out there.
Eric Orduña's family knew something was wrong when he didn't return home from work Friday night.
And I saw the place. And I knew that was my baby. That was my baby there. I knew.
Eric Orduña, his friend, 18-year-old Vanan Measo, and another co-worker were walking back and forth parking vehicles. Around 10:30 p.m., police say a driver was doing donuts in a parking lot. When officers tried to stop the driver, they took off, leading police on a chase. Police say the driver lost control, hit and killed the 3 valet workers. The driver and his passenger were injured but survived. Orduña's family says this didn't have to happen, and they want answers.
My son and his poor other families are mourning just like us because of them. That police chase shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been like that. So now we have to, bury my son and 2 other young guys. That one of them was my son's friend. Real, yes, very good kids, just nice. It just breaks my heart.
Now, police have not released the names of the driver or the passenger, and we're still working to identify the 3rd victim. But we do have links on how you can help these 2 families on our website right now, ABC13.com. Reporting in Southwest Houston, ROXIE Bustamante, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
ROXIE, thank you for that update. We have learned what led up to a Houston mother's murder. Ashley Guillory, a 37-year-old mother, was reported missing for weeks before her skeletal remains were found in Fort Bend County, and the person accused of killing her is behind bars. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is live with that new information released today. Brooke.
Tom, yeah, we've been looking through those new charging documents, and really just disturbing details revealed there about how police believe that she died. They say she was tied to a chair by a phone cord and then choked to death. Now, those charging documents show that Ashley Guillory met up with Brown, who's charged with her murder, on September 3rd at the Fondren Inn Motel. Records show Brown told investigators they were doing drugs and admitted to killing her after asking her for money to buy crack, and she told him she didn't have any. Prosecutors say Brown admitted to using the phone cord in the motel room to tie her to the chair while she was doing her hair and choked her. Both Brown and Guillory are seen on surveillance footage walking into the motel room. Later, Brown is seen putting a heavy object in the back seat of Guillory's car. Now, police believe that was Guillory's body. Investigators later escorted Brown from the Fort Bend jail to lead them to where she was dumped. Her skeletal remains found in a wooded area on South Cravens Road in Missouri City. Now, those court records also reveal that text messages from her cell phone were sent to family members saying, "I killed her and she's dead." Right now, Brown is in Fort Bend County Jail, and he's still waiting for bond to be set. We're live in Houston. I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Turning now to our weather, we saw a few showers pop up around town as a front moved through our area. Meteorologist Rachel Bryars is here with what we can expect this week.
Yeah, and that front right now making its way through Houston at this moment. That's pretty much where you can see that little shower towards Houston over towards Liberty. Most likely that's where that front is right now. But you can see ahead of that front, we are still looking at a few of these isolated showers and a couple of these weak storms. So let's go ahead and let's start off in the Houston area. We are watching as this little shower makes its way across the east side of Houston. Will continue to push down, generally down towards the southeast, so may end up impacting Pasadena. Right now, though, it's a little bitty shower, so bringing some of that moderate to possibly heavy rainfall at times. Then we also have some more heavy rain going on down near Angleton that will continue to push to the south. We'll break down the impacts on what you can expect with that cool front coming up.
Rachel, thank you. A sad update now on a crash that injured an 8-year-old child. We've learned that child has died. According to police, witnesses said a black car ran a red light and struck a silver car that landed vertically on a pole in downtown. This happened Friday. A boy in that silver car was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. We're told with a skull fracture. The child then passed today. The driver and another passenger in the silver car did not have life-threatening injuries. The driver of the black car was unhurt. No charges yet pending the additional investigation. Well, there was nothing funny about the clown mask deputies say they discovered during a traffic stop. The Madison County Sheriff's Office says a deputy stopped to help the driver of a stalled pickup on I-45. That driver was acting suspiciously and was detained. A search of the pickup turned up a clown mask and bolt cutters, which the Sheriff's Office says are often used in robberies and burglaries. Investigators say the driver is an active gang member with a long criminal history. Tomorrow is the last day to register to vote for the November election, and voter ID laws in Texas are once again coming under scrutiny. 82-year-old Elmira Hicks says she needs a driver's license to vote, but she can't get it without a birth certificate. And she was born at a time when those records weren't always kept. She and her daughter went to court, and a judge ruled in their favor, but she says technicalities have kept her from getting a license, and she won't have it by tomorrow.
It's very important. People have died just to vote. People have stood in line and in the rain. Women fought to vote. And now I can't vote.
It's actually very common for individuals not to be able to get their birth certificates.
Those challenges come as the state legislature just passed new voting restrictions that critics say target minorities. The law bans drive-through voting, implements new ID requirements for mail-in voting, and restricts early voting. Supporters say the law actually expands the early voting period and makes it easier to vote, but harder to commit fraud.
The recourse is, if they can't get a driver's license, to go to DPS with a Social Security card or some other ID, and to get an ID so that you can vote. It's free.
Election Day is November 2nd. There are 8 constitutional amendments on the ballot.